Hey guys, how are you all doing today? Today is going to be a bit of a collaboration video with me and my good friend Rick. We have come together today to give you 3 quick tips on how to get started deadlifting. So I'm going to be covering the conventional deadlift, Rick's going to be covering the sumo deadlift, and a lot of the information that we'll have will cross over between both lifts, both style of lifts. So what we'll do is I'll go through mine and I'll pass you over to Rick and he'll do his. With regards to what style you should use, I would recommend that you do try both. I would always recommend that you have both in your training program. Never really just single out one, as I do feel they've both got carryover for each other, as they both kind of work different muscle groups, allowing you to progress. But what I'll do is I'll go through my 3 quick tips, and I'll pass you on to Rick, and he'll go through his 3 tips in order to get started with the deadlift. So my first tip is going to be foot position. Now, with regards to foot position, what I'd like to say is that in order for you to establish maybe the most efficient way for you to pull weight off the floor, I would recommend that you get someone or you video yourself doing a vertical jump. Just basically walking up to the bar or walking up to something and then just doing literally a vertical jump and just seeing where your foot placement is as you push off the floor. With regards to myself, I'm a very narrow one. I have a very narrow stance, therefore that is how I would press the weight off the floor, and that's what I've stuck with. I didn't start deadlifting that, I did start a little bit wider, more kind of just in the medium stance, but again, that was just how I assumed you had to deadlift, as the deadlift really is an individual to each person. You do really have to kind of get your starting point, and then from there, kind of either move out, move in, move the grip out, move the grip in to work out what's best for you. So, with regards to feet position, once you did your vertical jump, you have got the bar, and the bar should be placed across your midfoot, so that you are in a good position for when you reach down, your shins come towards the bar. You don't necessarily want to be touching the bar, you just want to be very close to it. That takes care of tip 1. Moving on to tip 2 now, it's going to be hand placement. Now again, everyone is an individual with hand placement. You might want to go wide, you might want to go narrow, just that everyone is an individual. I would recommend that from myself, from my experience, I find having a grip that's directly in line with your shoulders, straight down to the bar, is the most efficient grip to have. But as I say, that's just for my leverages. You might be an individual, so when I grab the bar, I would be reaching down, grabbing it very close to my legs, and that's where I would pull from. So as I said, for me, that's the best way for me to pull the bar, and I would recommend that maybe you start off with that, and if you don't find it's very useful, maybe what to do is just maybe move your hands out ever so slightly till you find it more efficient for you. And again, if you are maybe a narrower grip, a narrower stance person, your grip's automatically going to be a little bit wider, therefore you just play around with it and see what's best for you. And then the last tip I want to give you is about engaging your legs and engaging your feet into the floor. And what I mean by doing that is basically as you stand over the bar, you're in position and you're about to take a deep breath of air before you touch the bar, before you grab a hold of the bar. What I like to do is basically take my feet and twist them into the ground, so I'm trying to oscillate my feet outwards, and what this does is it engages my quads, my glutes and my hamstrings. It makes everything tight so that I'm prepared to rebound out the hole. So I get my feet screwed into the floor. For myself, I brace at the top, which is basically taking a deep breath into my belt, because I have a weightlifting belt on, or just into my stomach, and then I brace at my core, and then from there, go down, grab the bar, and push through it. Now Rick is going to talk about hip drive. Now hip drive is something which will be the exact same movement for sumo and conventional. It's basically driving your hips through by pushing through with your glutes, and squeezing your feet and twisting them into the floor allows you to activate those glutes, which means that you can actually use them through the full range of the movement, because sometimes what you find is off the floor, you might not be activating your hamstrings and glutes as effectively as you should be, and that's just a wee tip that can help you do that. So before this video gets too long, I'm going to pass you over to Rick now. So before I do that, I just want to thank Rick obviously for coming on to this and helping me out with sumo, as he is a fantastic sumo deadlifter. He's going to take care of that. His link in the description will be below for his channel. Please check him out and subscribe to him. I'm also going to put on some other links down there as well for some more advanced videos about using maybe ollie shoes when deadlifting, and some other videos that have really helped me with my deadlift as well. But as I say, this is some 3 quick tips on conventional, and now you're going to catch up with sumo.
Okay then guys, first things first, I would just like to thank John for letting me feature on his channel in this video. And so I'm just going to go over the sumo deadlift for you guys. So it's a little bit of background behind me and what I'm doing and why I'm showing you this video. I am a UK powerlifter, and I've competed in the GBPF Nationals this last October, and I plan to compete with them next year in the Nationals as well. I managed to get 610 kilo total, but enough about me, let's break down the sumo deadlift. Okay then guys, in this video I'm going to show you 3 tips for helping your sumo deadlift. Tip number 1 is foot positioning, okay? You can either go with a wide, medium or narrow stance kind of. Basically, these different stances will work you in different ways, okay? The wider you go, basically it will be more emphasis on your glutes and your hamstrings, because since then you have to sink lower to get to the bar, and basically it puts your spine in a higher angle, basically. So you're pulling from a stronger position for your back, but it demands more from your glutes and your hamstrings. You can go a medium, which is still a lot of attention on your glutes and your hamstrings, but a little tiny bit more on your back. This is the way I go myself, because my legs are kind of short-ish and I've got a long-ish torso, okay? Or if you've got a really long torso and short legs, someone like Ed Cohn, he's a big preacher of this. When he sumo deadlifted, he sumo deadlifted 900 pounds. It's kind of narrowish here, because he's got little tiny legs apparently, like so he says, and a long torso. So he starts from this position here, okay? So he says he's got a strong back and, well, not weak legs, obviously, he's bloody Ed Cohn. But anyway, that's where he goes. So basically, it all depends on your body type, your foot stance. But I would recommend, if you're just transitioning over, just go with a medium stance. Go with shins just opposite the rings. That's if you've got a powerlifting bar, you should have the rings set to a powerlifting standard, they're all the same. And that's where I stand, okay? So that's tip number 1. Okay guys, tip number 2 is basically when you initiate the lift, okay? There's a couple of things you want to be thinking about when you initiate the lift, okay? So you set your stance. What you want to think about, rather than driving your legs straight into the ground as you would with a conventional, you've probably heard this before, but you want to kind of spread the ground with it. And another way of thinking about this and helping you perform the lift is having your knees push out rather than caving in. Because if you're pushing your knees out, that activates much more glutes and hamstrings, which will help you get it off the ground a bit easier. Okay, so you get the bar and you want to spread your knees out and contract your glutes at the top. Okay, and straight back down. Basically, if you don't push your knees out, your knees will cave in, obviously. And then that will basically put your back in a weaker position. You're relying on it a lot more, and it'll become kind of like a hitchy kind of lockout at the top. Okay? Yeah, that's basically a good little tip for you: spreading your knees and avoiding that knee cave at the top. Okay? And spreading the floor rather than pushing against it. Okay then, guys. Third and final tip for you. This is more regarding the lockout portion of the lift. Okay? What I see so many times whilst watching some of you guys' videos and in real life itself, a lot of people at the top of the lift, they really don't actually drive their hips through. I'll give you a sort of a visual demonstration, okay? They initiate the lift, all is good, and they just stand up and they're done, okay? What you want to try and think about is really driving your hips forward, okay? Kind of like if you haven't seen your wife or girlfriend in a couple of weeks. That's a joke, but still, you can see what I'm saying. So when you come up past your knees, drive your hips forward as hard as you can, contracting your glutes, okay? That's one thing that I see so many times that people don't do and they don't utilise, okay? And go along with that, when you're coming up with the lift, lock your knees and then drive your hips through, okay? If you come here and you don't lock your knees first, you're going to be all hitchy, okay? So, one more time, come up with it, lock your knees, drive your hips. And that will be a good way to go to improve your sumo deadlift, okay? Thank you very much again, John, for featuring me on your channel. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, fantastic. Improve your sumo deadlift, guys.